Hi ladies and gents, it's Edsella coming to you with a requested video, and I'm just short of breath. I've just mowed the back lawn, so yeah, my hands are not too bad. They've been scrubbed up. So what I've got in front of me is an array of supplies that I've used to create these photo slides. Now, while there is many YouTube videos, this is just a do-it-yourself. My YouTube channel has, you know, things to create from nothing. If you do watch a few of my videos, I'll just show you a couple of things I created. Oh, the smell of that coffee is yum. Okay, these are little dangles that you can hang from your journal. You know, the story, memories, things like that. Now, on my YouTube channel, I show you how I created these. There is a bit of natter, so you can actually fast forward and get straight to the point. Now, while I demonstrated the process, it's not such as a tutorial, but I do show you how I create the holes in them. So if you wanted me to further do the total tutorial on them, please comment down below and I'll get to it. I was requested this particular video this morning and I'm now at it. So Edsella is back. 3 months in a dark place. The previous video will talk to you about that. It's just a mental health topic. So okay, so what we've got is the photo slides. Actually, I'm not quite sure, because what I do is the video is in front of, the camera is in front of me, and then when I upload it and convert it, I then turn it around so you're actually seeing it and not seeing things upside down. So I'll leave it as it is. So that's one there. And we have another one. Now, they've got paper clips at the back, and you can slide them onto a page. Okay, okay. See, here we go. Okay, so you can slide them on that. Now, there are a couple that have them going that way. Now, when you've got them on the page, they go right to the edge, and that's the way I've designed them so they don't stick out. But if you wanted to put bigger paper clips on them so they hang out, and then on the other side, you've got something that you can actually tuck on there. You know, so I'll show you also how you can create different shapes with your paper clips, little hearts, little X's, little O's, and little mini coat hangers. Yeah, my channel's a do it yourself. I don't have much money. I'm on a pension. So this is where all the ideas come from. I do have also a video on, this one just been recently posted, and so it jogged my memory on when I did them years ago. I think about 8 years ago I was making my own washi tape out of masking tape, and also adding the double-sided tape to materials so you can actually make material washi tape. So you're welcome to have a look at that if you're interested, but I'm sure there is one on one of the junk journal sites. Okay, so we have the Dobbers. Now, I only purchased this because it was on special at Spotlight in Australia. I normally wouldn't purchase these. I normally wouldn't purchase things like this, but they were on special, and that's the only time when I treat myself. So I'll be treating myself in a couple of weeks' time. My birthday. I can't believe, nearly 60. Time flies. Okay, where was I? Here we go. So these were the slides, and I thought, well, I'll make them out of cardboard and put little pictures in them. What I have been doing, oh, okay, that's a good idea of me showing you, because I need this plate to show you and demonstrate part of this process. These came out of my flower press, so I just stuck them on my board just to, you know, until I package them up in a a bag that's not going to create moisture. Don't ever put them in those baggies like that, because that creates moisture. Even if it's just sealed and you flattened it, moisture gets through, because everything is tangible. It's all made up in particles, so things do get through. That's how you also can, if you're lost in the bush and you've got a bag, hang it on a tree branch, and then you've got water, filtered water too. So where am I going to put these? Okay. I'm having a really good, happy day today, so please excuse my natter. I get talkative when I'm happy. So these are paint swatches. Now, I got them like this. The store was giving them away for nothing, and I was fortunate. I mean, some things that I get for free are great for the projects. There's other people that, you know, acquire other things that I like and think, oh, I wish. But they probably do the same. Oh, I wish, you know, with these and paint swatches and wallpaper sample books. I get them by the ton. Pallet loads I actually get. And they're all in storage for schools and, you know, craft schools, preschools. So I do a lot of donating. Some textures, we call them textures in Australia, pens, permanent markers, whatever. Okay, then you've got your cheap stamp pad. Now I think you can get a pack of 4 for $2, you know, so 50 cents each, and I'm going to demonstrate. Well, it's dark, you know, so, and it's wet, it's moist. A fingerprint. Okay, don't use it for DNA. Okay, so yeah, they're your paint swatches. I have a stamp block that I got at the reject shop cheap. I think it was $2 or $3. A stamp that I acquired in a magazine, free stampy thing with just some script text, and it doesn't stick, so it sort of does. I don't know how. Maybe it's the cheap block or the cheap stamp, the free stamp. We have a paper cutter, some scissors, a cutting die if you do have them. If not, I'll show you 2 techniques how to cut the square out. And you know what? I haven't got an image. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera and then go and get an image. I thought I was totally prepared, guys. I'm back. Okay. When you are looking for something, you won't find it. If you're looking for something else, you'll come across it. So I'm just going to use this for now. We're sort of just going through some botanical stuff, and I thought, no, because we need a square or an oblong picture. So that won't do. So it goes back in that. I thought of using that, but that won't do because it's going to show the corner on the back part. So we're going to be using that. Okay, so basically what I do, I don't even have the washi tape, but I put the two together back to back. Okay, now you can put washi tape. Okay. Now I'm just going to go over here and cut it. Actually, I'll bring it down and show you. Okay. I've seen a lot of people do the same thing. Okay, this has had a ton of wear on it. This has lasted me 10 years. No breaks, no nothing. I don't know how people break them. But you just put a shim, bit of cardboard, something underneath it. Okay, I'm not in frame, but as I wind it through. So, a bit of washi tape so you keep them together. And what I do is I put the frame, hang on, I'm just going to make sure, okay, right, so first of all, okay. I got excited when I was asked to do the video. Okay, so we're going to try and make it square, or do we make them oblong? Okay, make them oblong. Now, I save these because they're good cardstock, well, not the small ones, but those. And you just type a word, stamp a word, whatever. So, okay, so we've got our two pieces. Now, if you've got a cutting die, I don't know the measurements, but I usually put it up the top, because if you want to put a specimen label down the bottom, yeah, see, no washi tape, so I'm trying to centre it, but you get the idea anyway. It's not straight on the plate, but it's straight on the cut. Oh, no, it's not. Try and move you over a bit. You can always cut it down to size. I'm just going to leave it at that, because the more you mess around with something, yeah. Okay, hopefully it's gone through the two. Normally it does. Yep, cool. Keep those and I'll show you why. Okay. Okay, I'll move that over. The stove top. I'm in the kitchen at the moment. Okay. Now, if you don't have a cutting die or a scissor big shot or whatever they call them, we need them. So I'll leave them there. What you can do, okay, is I'm just going to put them together like that. Now you can use your washi tape and adhere them down and do what you need to. I usually just use a marker or a pen. Sometimes I use a texter because then it creates the border, which I'll actually do. Let's see whether it works. Okay. Yep, it sort of created a black border around it. If you used a thicker one, it would do the job. So you can kill two birds with one stone. So, one of the things I've noticed is, I think why I'm trying to rush them is because there was a particular junk journal group that said, oh, if it goes any longer than 10 minutes, I usually just turn off. I don't bother looking. And, you know, and I just thought, well, gee, you know, there's some people out there that, like me, I'm visual, so I actually need to see the whole process, you know. And if people are nattering along with the way, you know, I'm going to get to know them and become friends with them because they're sharing part of their life. So, bearing in mind you're going to be doing the I've lost my words. The washi tape. Okay, I used to have a bit of board here somewhere. I don't want to rip my fingers off. Okay. I'm not in my craft room, so that's, you know, possibly why I'm a bit in disarray. So if you can imagine you've got your washi tape and you get your Stanley knife or your X-Acto knife, just put an X in there. Okay, an X in there. I'll do only one for the sake of, and then you can just cut around it with scissors. Now, if you're a pretty straight cutter, all good and well. If you want to use a ruler to rule it, and please let me know if you want me in frame, because it's just a bit awkward with the camera being in front of me. On the other side of me. It's going to be a hot day. I'm starting to perspire already. It's funny, we used to say, you know, oh gee, I'm sweating, but it's not the right word, is it? Geez, a 78-year-old man, he's just mowed my lawns and now he's at it next door. I mean, you can always go over where the white is. So there you go, you've got your bases. Okay, so I'm just going to use this for time's sake. So we've got our 2 pieces. Okay, so we've cut all the words and everything off on the front. So before you glue them down, where are we? And I don't have my glue gun. That's 2 things. Anyway, I'll just pretend this is my glue gun. Okay, so then we've got our picture. Where are we? Here's my picture. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue our picture down. Put that on there. Okay, so there you go. You've got your picture there. So also what I do is I make up a little coffee stain, and it's just cheap coffee. And I will get a bit of paper. Here's me thinking I've got everything planned, everything organised. Okay. The bad part about that is when you cut that you can't use that. So you've got a cutting die, or you use your Stanley knife or cutting knife just to make an exact square. You use that part later on, and I'll demonstrate how to do that. Okay, so what I do is I normally just, just tap the coffee on it and just give it a bit of a vintage look. Okay. Now I'll let that dry and then come back. I'm back. Okay, I let it dry, and while it was drying I went and got my glue gun and the paper clips. So I'm all prepared. There is nothing, I'm hoping, that I will need to pause again. Okay, so I do a lot of pausing, don't I? I thought I had it all laid out. And that's small paint swatches, which I will show you at a later stage what I do with these, and it's amazing what I do with them. So, okay, so there's some eye candy. So yeah, the coffee dried okay. It's a bit darker, so all I do is I just get coffee and a bit of water. Now, if I leave that just as it is, it gets really thick and really sticky, so I'll just add a bit of hot water. Now you can dilute it down if you don't want it too dark, but I also use this for timber stains. That's another story. Okay. So, where are we? Where are we up to? Where are we up to? Okay, so glue gun is warming up. Now also what you can do prior to doing all the gluing and whatnot, I'm just going to use this stamp and see how we go. I've just got to push it down for some reason, I don't know why. It just seems to be really low. We'll see whether it works. It's a cheap stamp pad. Okay. Well, I don't really know. It's just my visual side. I'm thinking the ink hasn't gone in, but maybe because it's sort of and just stamp. Oh, there you go. Okay, which way is up? Which way is up? Which way is down? I've got to figure it out. Okay, that's the right way. Make sure you have the right way. I might just do that. Okay, there you go. It worked. Okay, put that aside. Okay, so we've just put some script on that. With these particular ones, I just dabbed. But I actually like that effect, so I might do that in future. The only reason I did this was because it was an afterthought, so I had to put that there and then do the stamping around it. So do it all before you do your picture. So the glue gun should be hot. I'm just using the glue gun. What you can do is use double-sided tape. You can use your wet glues and things like that. So okay, so I'll put the picture there. hang on a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. I just had to check. I haven't done these for a long time. So, okay, just a bit of glue. Be careful with hot glue guns. I have burnt myself quite a lot because I'm a fumbler. Now you can always, there we go, you can always trim it down the side if you need to, which I'll do that just to make it neat for the camera sake. Okay, so there we go, we've got a nice image. Now there's lots of things you can do with that. So to create the paper clip, remember when I said to hang on to your pieces? Okay, we're going to get the paper clip. Now you can use a big paper clip, a large paper clip, but I'll use, yeah, I'm just using, I've got a heap of them. So when they're on special I grab them because you can never have enough of them. Okay, so that's not quite, yeah, it did one side but not the other. Yeah, turn, yeah, I'll leave you on. Okay, so there we go. We've got that to start with. You can put, like I said, a specimen label down there or an expression, things like that. So what we do is we put the paper clip on like that, and all we do is, and it sits in the frame, so it's not raised up, it's flush, and there we have it. There we go. We have, try it the right way. Okay, so I actually put it on the side. Now see how it's not going further down? That's because I rushed it and didn't put it towards the back end. If you can see the difference of that, see how we've got that there, that there. It's just because I'm rushing. So that's the tutorial, ladies. I hope it's a help. You know, it's quite an easy process. Once you apply it and sort of learn how to use whatever you have, scraps. Now the reason why I did this was to help newcomers and people who can't afford craft products, which, you know, yeah, my mind goes blank at the cost of things, especially in Australia. You know, brand names, I know people have got to make money, but it's an explosion of crafters out there now getting involved and being creative and you know, feeling unachieved because they can't afford distress inks, they can't afford daubers. Use your makeup sponges. You can get a big bag for $2 and just have one for each particular colour. They do over time get really crusty, but for $2 with about 50 makeup sponges compared to, I think, $14 for that with two things. So now what I do is I just get some foam and cut my own shapes out and just reuse that. So this was a good thing. I've also made a couple homemade ones. So, you know, as my health is improving, I'll be uploading lots of different videos. And while it might be rough and ready, it's the concept and the idea that I'm trying to put out there. I will improve on the quality of the products at a later stage. But for now, it's just a demonstration on what you can do. So from that, I mean, I know they're smaller, but if you think I've left space to put a little tab down there, a little ticket, little emblem, a little word expression, or even a specimen label. So You know, it's quite cute. These are the other ones that I've done. These were all vintage images out of a book, so I'm going to be putting something about Cherish or Together on that one. This is an old Austin car. A lady with a hat, I'm not quite sure. And put the word Precious down there. This is another lady, so I haven't actually stamped that up, but it's ready to go. Okay. I forgot to explain to you also. Okay, I'll just use the back of that. So you can colour them out. All I normally do is just get a texter. I'll do it on the paper so you can actually see it. I just go inside. Now, I normally do it when the picture's not in there because it's a lot thicker, but yeah, it's quite a large border, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so then you've got a very fine outline, or you can even do it this way, but I'm not steady with the hand. So I hope that helps, ladies. Just quickly before I go, comes to mind is I think, see how I did the border around there? What I normally do is do the border. Oh, okay, forget that. See, I'm fumbled. It's because I'm trying to rush. Okay, it just leaves a very, very delicate border line around, so it enhances the picture, and that's how I did those. That one I did afterthought, so, but yeah, I'll straighten it up and neaten it up, and do what I need to do. So, so ladies, I hope you give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment, and just take it from there. So these are from your paint stores. You can go and get heaps of samples. I was fortunate to get just all these plain coloured ones, and that I copy dyed. But you can use the larger paint ones and then actually have a colouring background, you know, and choose to your heart's content what colours you do. It's just a concept of actually cutting it out with a frame, or as I said, with the scissors or the Stanley knife, and cut the frame out. But remember, we need these for the backings, so that when we put the paper clip on, we glue that down. Okay, we slide it in. Okay, so that's basically how it's done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for asking for the tutorial. And I will get a bit more better and proficient at creating videos and tutorials, because I have a lot of ideas. I create various different things. I upcycle, you name it. My head just doesn't stop. It's not just only journaling or crafting. There's various different other things that I put my mind to. So if you want to follow along and see what else I create, click that notification button and subscribe.